What's up guys, Lightning Collector here, and today we're going to take a look at the Walgreens exclusive Power Rangers Lightning Collection Dino Thunder White Ranger. And we already know what the huge problem is about this figure, which is the helmet. Let's just get started by taking a look at the packaging here. And of course we got the window box packaging with the Power Rangers Lightning Collection logo on the front. It says Dino Thunder White Ranger, and you have the White Ranger art right here. And going to the side, we have the Dino Thunder logo, and there is the CGI render of the White Ranger with the black outline. Wow. And of course, the UPC and the art again. And now let's get on. Alright, and here we have the figure out of the packaging, and as always, we're going to take a look at the accessories first. Let's start off by looking at his Drago sword, which is supposed to look like a feather from like back in the day. And I saw in a review someone said that the head is backwards on the handle, and as you can see there is missing paint right here. I think that is supposed to be black, but other than that, this is pretty solid. And next we have the effects piece, which is very cool. It has to be one of my favorite effects pieces. It's supposed to be the arrows that he shoots out, or that he writes in the air, and then like he shoots them. Yeah, and it's supposed to slot in like this, and I think that's that looks very cool. Yeah, the laser arrows look very cool. Definitely a cool effects piece. And next we have the separate set of hands, and I believe he has one open hand, and I think that's supposed to like be like a writing hand, because I think that's how he like draws the arrows with his Drago sword. Then I think that's just a posing hand that's specific for his poses. And last but not least, we have the civilian head of Trent, and I think this has to be one of the best ones. It's definitely up there with the good head sculpts like the Beast Morpher ones and the Dino Charge ones. Yeah, and this is not too bad, and especially since this season is not too old, but it's not that new, if you know what I mean, because this season did come out in like the early 2000s. But yeah, very good head sculpt. And now on to the figure itself, and I have to say this guy's suit design is very badass. I just always loved how this guy's suit looked in the show, especially on the figure, because it translates so well. The only thing that bothers me so much is that they missed the black outline on the visor, and this figure would have been perfect. Man. Oh yeah, and his shield is removable. And yeah, it's removable. And now moving on to the articulation, we have 360 in the arms, and we have the articulation there in the arm, and double elbow joint, and we have the wrist articulation. And moving on to the chest, we have the chest articulation with the chest swivel and the ab crunch. Moving down here, we have the thigh swivel and the double elbow joint, and we have a boot cut and an ankle rock. But one thing about this that really bothers me is that there is a loose joint on my right leg. I mean, it doesn't bother me that much, but it's just, you know, quality control is a hit or miss on these figures. And yeah, oh wait, the head articulation, it can look up that far and down that far, is a bit hindered by the neck piece. And yeah, and the morpher, yeah, it is just plain white plastic, but they did leave the details there, and you can probably get in there with some paint. But I just wish they painted the helmet. That's the one thing that bothers me the most. And now here we have the figure in all of its glory, and this guy just looks super badass. He has to be one of my new favorites in the Lightning collection, and wow, this guy looks really good. But let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is this. The helmet. Gosh. This frustrates me so much that Hasbro did not put the black outline, but it's nice to know that Hasbro will be sending out replacements. I've already emailed them and I should be getting mine soon. But other than that, I highly recommend this figure. As always, the Lightning Collection line, I highly recommend any of the figures because despite their issues, despite the quality control, these figures are still amazing, and this guy is no exception. And that's pretty much all I have to say, guys. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and check me out on my social media. Links will be in the description below, and see you guys next time. Peace.